Alright guys, here we are with another TavernsMug group stage replay. Best of 3 between Wriggle and Yoru. I know it says late game with a smiley face, which is always suspect. It sounds like something that Joey Lumberpile would put as a username when he wants to just cheese the ever-living crap out of you. But yeah, it looks like Yoru's going to be starting off with a vault and clown cave, and then a backdoor shrine. Something a little bit more standard coming out of Wriggle here with the vault and a natural coming up over here. Kind of right in the perfect halfway point between the Luminite and the Therium. And, oh, and he's got the double Luminite coming up as well. Spicy boy. Oh no, is this poor little imp gonna go down? You have to attack the... Oh my, and the projectile was in midair! Oh, that's why he was waiting. He was waiting for the infest to do enough damage so that he could one-shot the, imp. And now he's just wasting time. Like, the more time that he can stick around here is time that, he's gonna... Oh, and he knows that this imp needs to cancel. And that's why... Oh, but he doesn't cancel. He lets it finish. And the skull pops down, trying to get the kill on the imp. I didn't think I could be this hyped over a fight between two Hexen, but the mind games there were actually pretty sick. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so it looks like Wriggle's going to be going back to base. And to answer your question, Oriel, not yet. That's going to be after this series. Alright, so pretty standard, just getting the health camp from Yoru. I actually really like this this strategy from Yoru, using the skulls as quickly as you can. Just to reset the cooldown. There we go. And you still got plenty to go around. I still like it when maybe I'm just too much of a scaredy cat and not, I don't trust my own skills enough yet, but I like to put down an effigy instead when you initiate that fight with the slimes. Okay, what do we have over here for Wriggle? Oh man, Wriggle's Hexen is super low. Does he have the... No, he doesn't have a ritual chamber out yet, so his infestation potential is going to be minimal. But the conclave did just finish, so maybe he'll throw down a ritual chamber soon. Meanwhile, Yoru going for the vision camp. Chonky Boy's going to be tanking most of the damage. Again, I would love to see an effigy here, just so they can live. Oh man, he does live. I didn't think he would. I thought that was going to be GG, good GGs for that brute, but he does manage to survive. And as long as he knows how to love, I know he'll stay alive. He's got all his life to live and all his love to give. I will survive. Hey, hey. There we go. Now we see an effigy get thrown down. Yep, it's pretty good. And you know what? I do kind of like the skull going down on the bruiser, just because it lasts longer. It does a little bit more damage. Maybe not perfectly efficient, but that's okay. Also, my favorite thing about playing as Infernal on this map is you can chill inside of your own health camp and be warm and cozy. And the moment you see your opponent taking the health camp, you wait, I don't know, 10 seconds until they leave, and you just send a skull over to capture it. Capturing camps with skulls that's on the other side of a cliff, I don't know how to articulate why it's satisfying, but it's very satisfying. Alright, here we see... Oh, teams want to go somewhere else, I guess. Oh, they might be trying to capture the vision camp. Yeah, there we go. That, and I think they're kind of acting as a screen for the rest of Yoru's forces here. Oh. No. Okay. But it looks like Wriggle's going to come back around and grab all these camps right back. And I think Yoru's okay with that, actually. He's just running around and farming the resources that they drop, not necessarily the buffs. Although the Luminite camp is really good. I would definitely want to circle back and get that one. Are Plague Axes done here for Wriggle? They are. Okay, they're done for both of them. Oh, and two mags. Two mags could be a spicy meatball. Oh, no. Stomps into stomps is always a weird interaction. Good Nightfall Infestation, though, from Wriggle into the clump of gaunts there. I don't think any of them got killed, though. And Wriggle's being forced back. A third Magmadon shows up and is like, hey, heard you guys like were stomping around. It does kind of scare the gaunts back. And you know what? Another reason that I like when people offset their stomps with Magmadons is because the cooldowns are offset as well. So it almost forces the gaunts to be threatened for a much longer time. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Two mags running from a mag and a fiend. There we go. Alright, meanwhile, yeah, Yoru's force is going to back all the way up. Man, that Magmadon is hurting. He is hurting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is he going to come over and try to get... Oh, no, he's just going to, like, mow down the trees right in front of his face and be like, alright, you can never feel safe about this avenue of approach ever again. Oh, no, are they both going to get hit? No, looks like Wriggle's going to come over and say, let's reinforce. Another mag goes down. More mags stomping on forward here. Yeah, that's something else. Just getting the geometry right from Magmadon so that they're line abreast and they can all come forward as a wall instead of like a conga line that you see at a retirement home. Probably be better. Nice Nightfall Infestation, but I think it's a little bit wasted on the Magmadons. The Magmadons regenerate so much health on Shroud that it seems like it could almost get negated pretty easily there. Yoru's Gaunts firing from the high ground, making sure that everything on the low ground is getting infested. But we see Wriggle coming back with a Magmadon of his own from the other ramp. Now it looks like Yoru's forces are getting pretty well surrounded here. Yeah, Wriggle's just snowballing all of his Yoru's Gaunts into Fiends. Fiends, of course, don't do all that great against Magmadons just because it's their nature to surround the Magmadon, which, of course, will usually be stomping. So it's ABS, always be stomping. And oh yeah, there's a beautiful connection from this Magmadon actually, running on forward. And yeah, it looks like there's the lines of battle have definitely been broken here, but the Weaver's going to cause really big problems for Yoru when it's doing that % max health damage. He needs to micro it though to be targeting the tankier tier 2 units down first. No! Weaver! Weaver, what are you doing? Oh no, he's getting targeted down by the Gaunts is what he's doing. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, now it's Yoru's turn. Lashes the Magmadon of Wriggle, which does take damage. What a crazy... I can't imagine what it would be like to be in the middle of this fight trying to just micro absolutely everything. All of Yoru's Magmadons coming on forward, and they are tanking quite a bit. They take out that effigy, and it looks like Wriggle's actually getting pushed back. I thought Wriggle was going to have the defender's advantage over here, and he was going to be able to repel this attack, but it looks like these Magmadons, and honestly, maybe it was the Weaver that was able to do like just huge chunks of damage out of the Magmadons. That, yeah, Wriggle GG's out, and Yoru's going to go up 1-0 in this best of 3. Alright guys, here we are in game number 2 in this best of 3 between Wriggle and Yoru, going by the moniker late game ! Smiley face. I'll make sure I say that completely every single time that I refer to this player. And it looks like both of the Hexen caught each other in the middle of the map. But it's definitely Wriggle that's got the upper hand. He can just leave and walk away from the high ground if he really wants to. There we go. Oh, actually no, it's Yoru that gets the cabbage. And yeah, Wriggle's just gonna keep on moving on. Yeah, they both got each other's... I'm not gonna say that, never mind. They both got each other's cabbage. Oh no, now it's a... Oh, is it gonna be enough? It is! Woo! Woo! Yoru snagging a very early Hexen. That's gotta be a great catch here, and it's gonna put him really far ahead. We've seen it before where in the IvI matchup, getting your opponent's Hexen early on is I mean, it sets you up to just like capture every single camp on the map, and once you do that, you're really living on easy street. That's so much resourcing. Oh no, is this Hexen gonna go down? It doesn't, but by the skin of its teeth. 7 out of 160 HP left. I don't even know if Hexens have teeth. They just have that mask. We just assume they have teeth. No, Wriggle, that's my mistake. That's my mistake, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, these 5 fiends with the radioactive blood debuff are gonna charge straight on forward and be like, "Hey, nice natural. It'd be a shame if it took permanent damage because infernal structures can't heal. It'd be a real shame if that happened." They are gonna do some damage. I don't know if it's gonna be a lot though. Oh, they might be able to get this one imp. Oh, imp, imp. Imp! No, do get an imp. Not bad. And we see a dry heave there from this, from that brute. Bop, bop. Yeah, they are getting 2 hit. Yeah, look at that. They're just like, they swing for a, they wind up for a swing, and then it just doesn't land. Alright, Yoru's Fiends coming on down. I'm not going to see a 4th. But it's always better to just check. I think it's still really early for there to be a 4th out, especially considering how many production structures are up over here. Nice to see the ritual chambers going down as well. Because Plague X's are really good. We don't see Yoru taking advantage of his Hexen lead to go after the speed camp. Well, he did go for this health camp as well. So are we going to see the starts of a skirmish here? No, Yoru's just gonna try to be greedy and take the speed camp right in front of Wriggle's face. You know what? That was too close to call. Again, this is another reason that I really like for every time there's a creep that dies in a replay, for the little floating resource number to float up on the team color of either, you know, red or blue, so that way you can tell who got the last hit. Now it looks like Yoru's going to be coming around to the vision camp, really making the most of his numerical superiority. I think he knows that he can't push in just yet to win. Oh, we're going to go for the last hit? Nah. The brutes are just doing damage that's way too chunky. Would never catch up. But Plague X's are almost done for Wriggle. I think they're not done yet. They should be getting closer for Yoru. Where's this? There it is. Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to be finishing up right around the same time. Now the question becomes, if you're Yoru, do you go for this health camp and kind of risk the push from Wriggle here? Oh, Magmadon stomps on forward and gets some pretty good connection. A lot of these brutes are having to walk past that stomping Magmadon to try and reinforce. And the Gaunts, of course, were fleeing the entire time. So many fiends pop out, and they are going to get good surface area on these brutes. Magmadon for Yoru was standing off of the Shroud for a lot of that time. Wriggle does get hit with the Nightfall Infestation, and yeah. And Magmadon was slowed just enough to get taken out. Throws down an effigy though, and now it's Wriggle's turn for his Magmadon to come forward and start doing a lot of stomp damage. A couple of Gaunts going down here. Yeah, stomps on stomps. It's like a game of Red Rover where they're just like saying, it's like, all right, you send your Magmadon over, and I'll send my Magmadon over, and then we both just kill each other's Gaunts, so that the Magmadons can like belly flop each other to death. But yeah, the Superstone goes down, and Yoru decides he doesn't want any of it. Those Superstones are surprisingly, like, deadly. They do quite a bit of damage. Alright, but now Yoru's really, really in it. He's, oh, is that going to be a stomp? Alright, the stomp does threaten Yoru a little bit. It does force him to go backwards. Oh no! There we go. Now that the Hellborn's out, it's like, okay, your time here is limited because you're gonna have to just take damage the entire time you're in range. I personally prefer keeping my my Hellborn on a separate hotkey group, like not having them go with the all army hotkey, just because keeping them stationary to continue like laying down fire in a bigger fight. Huge Nightfall Infestation connection for both players, honestly. Everything, absolutely everything is infested now. That Weaver needs to start doing damage to these Magmadons. There we go. Huge chunks of damage going down, but I think it's Yoru's Gaunts that are going to end up doing more damage, and every time they kill something, it's just going to turn into a fiend that may or may not be distracting this Weaver. Wriggle. Oh, he's got enough energy for a lash. He could get a lash on this Magmadon and make sure that it's not doing that bonus to heavy damage that it was doing before. Nicely done. It looks like the table, like the momentum really shifted there in Wriggle's favor. Now he's chasing down Yoru. I was not expecting that. Looks like we might be wanting to take a fight here. Maybe not. But yeah, just making sure that everything's regenerating. I would almost want that Magmadon to be the one that takes the cabbage instead of the Weaver. Alright, so the pendulum's going to go back into Yoru's favor after the reinforces here, but... Oh man. Wriggle turns around just a little bit too early and gets hit with that Nightfall Infestation. Maybe it all would have connected, but maybe not. You never know. A couple more Weavers coming out. Man, they're going to start chunking away at these Magmadons. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know. I get that Gaunts can get some pretty crazy DPS density, especially since the Weavers don't have like ground collision. They can just like walk over stuff, and stuff can walk underneath of them. But I think if you're facing a lot of Magmadons, like how do you not make just a ton of Weavers to just harpoon them and rip them to shreds, just like that, bop 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 bop, and it's gone. That's how fast. That's how long it takes to force down a Magmadon. Nice stomps out of Wriggle here, moving on forward. They do manage to get around all the Gaunts and the Hexen. Yeah, and I think this is, I think we're going to start seeing everything starting to circle the drain here. 2 Weavers popping out of a Harbinger for Wriggle. But this choke point, I really like that this Iron Vault is right here in the middle of the ramp, just kind of forcing all of Wriggle's units to try and like maneuver around it, but looks like it was enough. Yoru GG's out, and Wriggle's going to tie up the score at 1 in this best of 3. Alright guys, here we are in Game 3 in the best of 3 between Yoru and Wriggle. Yoru being our blue Infernal, and it's going to be an IvI with Wriggle in the top right corner is the red Infernal player for the Storm game. Conclave first for Yoru, and Vault first for Wriggle. What do I think of that though? I almost prefer having a Vault first, just because it's easier for me and I feel less uncomfortable as a lower skill level player, being able to take creep camps with a brute, as opposed to like being worried about the Gaunts and stuff. Uh-oh. Just heard something. Alright, another skull goes down. Yeah, and like this, you don't have to worry about getting like perfect Gaunt placement. Whoa! You're getting all sorts of sound effects here. I'll have to check those alerts in a second here. Oh man, and he even manages to save this this 1 HP fiend. Yeah, literally 1 HP. Woof. It's worth it. Fiend's like, baby, I'm worth it. Alright, and they're slowly going to be regenerating, but will they get to full health by the time they get to the next camp? I think no. Love to see an early shrine next to all this Therium, especially before the Therium starts pushing out. It's always nice to see. Alright, let's go see what Yoru's up to. Yoru's already got his Moron Shrine up. Nice, nice. Not fully saturated on his the Luminite in his main just yet, but that's fine. I believe it's 10. 10 workers is the Like there's a bit of an efficiency drop off, so it's almost better to have your imps rally to the natural, so that way you can get that one up to 10 first, and yeah, their work is better spent mining down here on the low ground, for now anyway. Third shrine going down for Yoru at the at that third location. I don't know what you want me to say there. And it certainly looks like Wriggle's ahead in terms of creep camps. Yeah, and the Hexen's still alive too. Nice. Now we see a Ritual Chamber going down for Wriggle, which means, yeah, it's definitely not going to finish before Tier 2 finishes up. But you still, like, Plague X's are still very much mandatory. A couple of Fiends going for a little run by here, but they're going to see the Gaunts. The Gaunts are going to run by and say, no, you're not allowed to attack my imps. We're just going to go back. He did capture the, I don't know when he captured the, no! I don't know when he captured the health camp, but capture it he did. And now we're coming down to the energy regen camp. Interesting to see that Yoru went for the third base at the Luminite and not next to the Therium. I think I don't know. I'd be interested to ask one of the pros, one of the very high level Infernal players, like, is now that Tier 2 units don't rely as heavily on Therium now, is it still as imperative to go for this Therium patch early like Wriggle did? Because in the past it would be like, yes, I need to inhale as much Therium as I can because absolutely everything requires quite a bit of Therium, so gimme. But Yoru seems to be taking this third. I do this one as well, but that's just out of muscle memory. I don't know if it's better or not. But yeah, it looks like the creep camps across the map are slowly getting split and tapped diagonally from northwest and southeast. Yoru's Fiend's coming along to check for a third base? What would be a third? I guess it would technically be the fourth, but he's not going to see it. Meat farm goes down, and yeah, here comes a couple of Gaunts to say, go on, shoo. Skedaddle. Get. One Hero Fiend does try to make it into the main to get a good tech scout, but isn't going to see it. It's not, I don't know that it's all that important to get that scout, though. It's a mirror matchup. They both know the timings and what upgrades are going to get researched at, what stage in the game. I think right now, yeah, both players are just leaving Tier 1. So it's going to be the obligatory, like, all right, we know Plague X is coming, Reaper's Rush is coming, Stun Stomps are probably on the way. Actually, I don't think we saw Stun Stomps for this matchup yet, have we? That's really interesting, come to think of it. I'll have to ask him why Stun Stomps didn't get researched. Or maybe they did and I just missed it. Alright, so what does Yoru have going on here? Yoru's, alright, there he's building a shrine next to the enriched Therium. It's kind of fun to watch. I really like seeing how, like, if you blur your eyes and look at the Therium patch, it's very, I don't know how to describe it. It's like looking at a lava lamp. You can kind of, like, it'll hypnotize you a little bit. It's kind of fun. Alright, Wriggle sending a couple of feeds down to retake his health camp. And we don't see a whole lot of... Okay, no, actually, take it back. Yoru is sending a couple of fiends out to scout around. Felhog doing a good job capturing this Luminite camp while the brute gets the Therium one. And yeah, now Yoru's on a fifth. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is fifth base going down. Wriggle's pretty happy chilling on 4, and he has been eating up a lot more Therium for a lot longer now. 10 workers on that Therium patches. Oh lordy, he is just gonna be ripping through it. Do we see a Hellforge out yet though? No, I don't think so. Interesting. Oh, there it is. There we go. Stun Stomps is almost done. Twilight Spire. I don't know if the Twilight's built anything just yet. A couple of Shroud Stones going down. You know what? I really like that, especially if he turns this one into a Wraith Stone. A couple of Brutes split, and oh, they want to get this Brute. Yep, 2 Fiends is not as good as 4 Fiends. little bit of a Ling war there. All right, so we see a lot of gaunts over here. Do they have Reaper's Rush yet? They do. Okay, so fully upgraded gaunts for Yoru. What do we have for the army? Oh, this will be really interesting. So this is the one case I've been wondering about. At the lower levels, it's just kind of known. It's like, all right, get mags and Hellborn, and if you can control your army better, then you'll probably win. But maybe at the higher levels, it's like, okay, get Weavers if your opponent goes Hellborn mags. But I don't know what the interaction between Gaunts and Weavers looks like. I think it could be a really interesting one. He's ready for a defensive fight. I think he is. Yeah, look at that. There's the Fellhogs, as cute and free and powerless as they are, they still managed to, like, they drew the attention of quite a bit of units here. Yoru's gonna have to defend. And look at all these imps that got taken out by that are getting forced around here. But now it's oh yeah, here we go. It's the Magdon versus Magdon Stomp Festival. The looks like the Weavers are gonna try to be lashing units in, and we also have some indirect fire from the back from these Hellborn landing all over Yoru's army. But no, this looks like this is this Weaver targeting the man? Weaver should be targeting Magadons, but I think this is all going in Wriggle's way here. Yeah, there's just so much that's getting lost. Yeah, Magmadon after Magmadon falling here. Oh no, two of Wriggle's Weavers falling in quick succession, but they were both really low. Oh man, this is a lot going down here. And finally, Yoru brings forward a Weaver of his own. Let's see, what is that? 1, 2 mags, 2 Weavers, 3 Hellborn. Another Weaver over here that's gonna try and get some damage done, but see how that works out. Yeah, it looks like everything for Yoru's getting cleared up here. Finally, a couple of Hellborn of his own for Yoru coming forward, and it's targeting down some of the low priority units first. That global shroud spell gets cast from the top bar for I didn't even see who cast it. That's another thing. Knowing who casts top bar spells would be really good for mirror matchups. Like, we kind of have it for Nightfall Infestation, but clearly not for this one. Boop. And keep booping them. Alright, Superstone goes down right outside of the natural, but oh no, look at this. Yoru's actually mining from the ninja base pretty happily. I never even noticed that. I don't even know when he took it. I was too busy focused on this fight. But yeah, so it looks like Wriggle's like, you know what, I've played this game before. Wriggle, not knowing that there's a ninja base, takes the vision camp, is like, you know what, we can siege up right here. I've had a better army for a little bit now. This is, you know, we're pretty comfortable to hang out here. A couple of the Magmadon stomps get canceled by the Weavers, and the Weavers make short work of those Magmadons. Holy smokes, the Harpoons are good. Yeah, all those Magmadons just went down in a flash. That was wild. Serrated Soul Knuckles are the perfect anti-tank weapon. And same with Lash, like just being able to lash down the Magmadons that are in the middle of charging. But there's the GG from Yoru. Wriggle takes it. Takes this best of 3, 2-1. GG's, guys.